these look like
Alright, I think we're all just about settled. Once again, my name is Megan, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about these animals and the exhibit in which they live. Now, if you look back to the center of the exhibit, you can see here comes one of our whale sharks. And whale sharks are the largest fish in the entire world. But one of the most common questions we get here is not about the whale sharks themselves. What everybody really wants to know is, what are those little yellowfish thinking hanging out in front of a whale shark's mouth? Well, you'll now know those are called golden trevally, and they hang out in front of the whale shark's mouth for a couple reasons, but the main one being for protection. Note, this is for the protection of the golden trevally, not the whale sharks. The golden trevally are not little Steven Seagal bodyguard fish. If you're a golden trevally, you're a little fish, and you want to hang out by a big fish. Well, the big fish don't come and eat you. The best part of that deal with the whale sharks is the whale sharks will not and cannot eat the golden trevally. Although a whale shark's mouth can get up to 4 feet wide, their throat is so small they can only swallow things no larger than the diameter of a quarter. So the largest fish in the world is stuck eating the teeny tiny animals on the planet. For example, we feed our whale sharks krill, which is related to shrimp and looks like shrimp, but it's much smaller. And they get about 33 to 35 pounds of that a day per whale shark. Now we have 4 whale sharks here at the Georgia Aquarium, 2 males, Ralph and Norton, who's up there, and 2 females, Alice, who's up there, and Trixie. Here comes Ralph up here towards the center of the window. Those names should be familiar if you've ever seen that show, The Honeymooners. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, just think of the Flintstones, almost the same show. Now, unlike the original Honeymooners, we hope that ours will actually reproduce, but we don't expect it anytime soon because the whale sharks, the females at least, are still juveniles. They're not fully developed yet. Also, hard to believe when you look at them, but the whale sharks are not fully grown. Right now, the females are between 14 and 16 feet long, and the males are both at about 22 feet long. We expect them to almost double in size, to be between 35 and 40 feet long, taking up a little more than half of this viewing window. With that in mind, we built the exhibit to house 6 full-grown whale sharks. We don't really actually know how long it's going to take the whale sharks to get to that size, because there's a lot we don't know about whale sharks, but having them here gives us a great opportunity to learn these things and research them and find out what makes them tick. And yes, everybody poops. A very nocturnal shark, usually you'll see them sleeping on rocks like down at the bottom left corner, but this one is actually awake right now and swimming. So getting to see that is really nifty. You can see them actually swimming around, so it's kind of a special treat. Also, we've got these big fish right here in front of the window, the one with the big spots. These are potato cod and potato grouper. The one down in the bottom left, those 3 really huge ones that are just kind of giving folks the eye down there, those are giant grouper. And that's all the grouper that I'm seeing right now. That bluish green fish with a big hump on his head, that is a humphead wrasse. A lot of folks always want to know what it's called. It's called humphead. And then we've got towards the center, those black and white fish, those are long-fin batfish. And above them, there goes swimming a zebra shark. I know it has spots, but it's a zebra shark. They start out, they've got stripes, and then those stripes fade into spots. If you look towards the surface, you can see some cow-nosed rays. Those cow-nosed rays can swim in schools of up to 10,000 rays in a